My word is abide. I guarantee you. My word is abide. I promise you. You have my word.
Nobody.
No one.
None of you.
Making less than $400,000. Anyone making less than $400,000 a year.
Anyone making under $400,000 a year.
Will not see a penny in taxes raised. We'll pay a penny more.
We'll pay a penny more in tax.
We'll have 1 penny in taxes raised.
That's a guarantee, a promise.
It's a guarantee. You have my word on.
Well, just seconds after midnight, that guarantee is washed up. That commitment's gone. And I'm going to tell you today exactly how many different ways it is gone. Now, my name is Justus Knight. Can't thank you enough for being here today. If you could do me a huge favor, something's happened over the last week to 2 weeks, and suddenly every video I publish, well, subscribers are disappearing. Never happened before in the history of me recording on YouTube, and I haven't changed anything. And the comments have all been amazing. So I know something else is up. So if you could please make sure you're still subscribed. If you're seeing this video, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Make sure your bell is checked so you're alerted to upcoming broadcasts. It would mean the world to me. Please double check. But now let's get back to this broadcast. So as many of you are aware, the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022, many facets of it go into effect in 2023. The name in itself is laughable. So let's just go to discuss 4 basic examples of what and how Biden is going to break his promise, his guarantee. AGA warns administration steps could raise energy bills. Could raise energy bills is an understatement in itself. U.S. natural gas bills will increase in all regions this winter. As part of the Inflation Reduction Act, appears they did something nobody expected, and it's going to hit everyone. If you're in the West, the Midwest, the South, or the Northeast, but beware, because if it gets colder, just look at 10% colder, the impact of natural gas alone you're going to feel. A 51% increase. In the base case, you're still going up 28%. And if it's 10% warmer, I guess we can hope for the heat miser right now, then you're only going to pay 20% more. All part of this newest element of the Inflation Reduction Act. The Democrats' spending bill hammers Americans with billions in new taxes, and you're about to see that come true with this $6.5 billion natural gas tax, which will increase, well, household energy bills. Not might increase, almost 0% chance that it won't increase. Think your household energy bills are high now? Just wait until the 3 major energy wait now, there's more than just one. There's more than just the $6.5 billion natural gas tax going into effect. Oh, trust me, there is. The $12 billion crude oil tax. Following these stories and having conversations with others that still declare that none of this exists is beyond belief. But Manchin and Schumer, part of this bill, will reinstate taxes on imported oil and petroleum products at 16.4 cents per barrel. Adjustment. And within the bill, the most laughable part, because we've heard Biden say multiple times.
I just want to say a number. 0. Today, we received news that our economy had 0% inflation.
Excuse me, Joe, everybody knows that's not true. Even the people who work in the White House with you. Because within their own petroleum tax, let's call it, adjustment for inflation. In the case of a year beginning after 2023, the amount in paragraph shall be increased by an amount equal to such amount multiplied by the cost of living adjustment determined under Section 1F3 for the calendar year determined by substituting calendar year 2022 for calendar year 2016 and a subparagraph thereof. In other words, they're going to go ahead and adjust that based on the inflation that you say doesn't exist, but does exist. And they even plan for it. So keep your eyes closed. Democrats also are putting forth tax increase that will more than double the current excise taxes on coal production. Well, this is great. So now we have natural gas, we have fuel, and now we have coal. If it goes through, the tax rate on coal for subsurface mining would reportedly increase from 50 cents per ton to 110 per ton, while the tax rate on coal from surface mining would also increase 25 cents per ton to 55 cents per ton. The Joint Committee on Taxation is estimating that this will generate $1.2 billion in taxes. Wow. All this to try to push away from the use of all these forms of energy and move them towards the other form of energies, which we've now proven are pretty soon no longer going to be needed if this fusion technology continues to prove out. But in the interim, let's just make sure we hammer every single American as absolutely hard as we can. And then even if they were trying to save for their retirement after all these fuel increases, $74 billion stock tax, which will hit your nest egg, 401ks, IRAs, and pension plans. Doesn't that just sound wonderful? When Americans choose to sell shares of stocks back to a company, Democrats will impose a new federal excise tax, which will reduce the value of household nest eggs. Raising taxes and restricting stock buybacks harms the retirement savings of all individuals with a 401k, IRA, or pension plan. Union retirement plans will also be hit. How many people does that affect? Well, let's just jump in. What percentage of Americans own stock? 58% of Americans own stock. We could push that a bit further. If we go into 401k plans, 60 million active participants. That on Investments Company Institute. Let's push one step further. 529 plans, also known as qualified tuition programs. How many millions of Americans? 15.18 billion accounts amount to 457 billion will also be affected. Didn't Joe just provide an amazing gift immediately after the bells sounded on 2023? But he's not done yet. It's the gift that keeps on giving. 225 billion corporate income tax hike, which could be passed on to households. It will be passed on to households if you tax companies, corporations at a higher tax rate. They will pass it on to the consumers, being you and being me. Everyone, if they could recover the taxes they were going to lose, would obviously find a way to do that, and companies are no different. Boy, this is going to hurt. But Biden promises no new taxes on anyone making less than $400,000. Experts doubt he can keep that pledge. Well, the experts, so-called experts, and anyone with common sense now see he has broken that pledge. He's broken the $400,000 tax pledge, and he has gone ahead. Biden believers are in for the shock of their lifetime when they start to see their 2023, fuel bills, tax bills, because as these tax hikes hit home, maybe America will finally wake up and realize that promise Biden made, well, he pulled the rug right out from underneath you. And guess who will be paying for it? Once again, none other than we, the people. Wow. And off to 2023, we so begin. I love you all. Until next time, Godspeed and God bless. Justus Knight, signing out.